that ended in tragedy. When she was here, I felt that she was really happy in some way. That she, certainly the way that she sang that night, she sang the blues away, if you know what I mean. She used her gift to still her trembling soul. She used her gift as a way to explain herself to herself, to entertain people, sure, but to sing the blues and to give herself some relief.
The reference points on the new album, however, in terms of soul music, very often they're on the kind of pop soul end of things, that the girl groups, you know, the Shangri-Las and those sorts of people, and you know, what appeals to you in those groups, because they are some of them, over the top, you know, melodrama by the bucket load.
Yeah, I love the drama, I love the atmosphere, I love the sound effects.
People will know Leader of the Pack and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
But there's so many of them, Sophisticated Boom Boom.
And there's they just write the most depressing songs ever. Like I Can Never Go Home Anymore. When me and my boyfriend finished, I used to listen to that song on repeat. I listened to it for 2 weeks, sit on my kitchen floor with a bottle of Jack Daniels, drink the Jack Daniels, and pass out. Wake up, just do it again. My flatmate used to just come in, leave me bags of KFC, and then just leave. She used to come in, see me, and be like, "It's your dinner. I'm going out."
Listening to I Can Never Go Home Anymore.
Yeah, on repeat.
Wow.
Like that.
I'm gonna hide if she don't leave me alone. I'm gonna run away. Don't, 'cause you can never go home anymore. Listen, does this sound familiar? You wake up every morning, go to school every day, spend your nights on the corner, just passing time away. Your life is so lonely, like a child without a toy. Then a miracle, a boy. And
That's the saddest song in the world. That is the most depressing song. It's like, yeah, Mum, I'm in love. And she's like, well, you're too young, you can't be them. Well, Mum, I'm leaving. No, first of all, she's like, I've got nothing in my life. All I do is go to school. And then a miracle, a boy. Yeah, and then her mum dies of grief because she never goes home. But when she leaves home, she's like, don't love him anyway. It's like just so depressing.
So what's that line? The angels came and took her for a friend.
Yeah, she grew so lonely in the end, the angels took her for their friend. Never, and I can never go home anymore. And that's sad.
never go home anymore.
There's this sense in our culture that suffering artist or that art comes out of a sense of things not being right, and it's that struggle, the struggle of suffering or people being really extreme and the being on the edge, and that's where great art comes from. And with Amy, there is this sense that, yes, there was this wonderful art, this wonderful music that came out, and to a certain extent came out from her living a life on the edge. But I think there's a sort of like a category mistake, that it doesn't have to stay on the edge. Do you know? It's maybe that great art comes out of the resolution between sort of being on the edge and then coming to a comfortable or safe place, or sort of a more whole place for a person. I find that any time I listen to any of Amy's music, it is tinged with that touch of sadness, that she never got the resolution. It seems so very tragic.
This is my first single. Before I go, I'd like to introduce my band to you. We've got Robin Banerjee on the guitar. And Dale Davis on the bass. He's got his own fan club, you know. All right, this is called Rehab. Thank you very much.
In any sense, was this album, in any way at all, just moving you away from the jazz tag? Did you want to get away from that?
No, not at all. I mean, I'm a jazz singer, I can do jazz and I can do hip hop, and I'm just not listening. I just wasn't listening to that anymore. And what I listen to influences what I write very much. So, you know, I'm gonna do my third album now. I'm gonna just get it out of the like, just not get it out of the way, not you know, like knock it out, but like I'm just taking every opportunity. Like I've got 2 weeks off over Christmas. I'm going to work. I'm not going to sit around and eat chocolates and drink brandy. You know, I'm not going to do stuff like that. I'm going to have Christmas Eve with my boyfriend. I'm going to break him into Christmas. We're going to watch Bad Santa, Elf, and It's a Wonderful Life. I'm going to cook dinner, and if he doesn't cry, I'm going to leave him.
If that doesn't work, get rid of him.
I'm going to leave him.
Yeah, okay.
That's the Bad Santa, Elf, It's a Wonderful Life, and then me packing my bags, literally. And then Christmas Day at my mum's, my auntie's. Boxing Day at his mum's, and then back to work.
Well, it was literally a few weeks after the album took off in America, and she'd won loads of awards, and then that was it, you know. Just went off and promoted the record, and I think the demand for her was so great then, and she probably didn't have a chance to sit down and write that next album, really, so. She burned so brightly, you know.
I have no idea what to do now. What?
Do you miss her?
Absolutely, you know, I think about her. When she was alive, I used to think about her all the time, every day, and now she's gone, you know, I always think about her, and it's a big loss. It's life, but it's a big loss, you know, really.
Yeah, okay. This is called Me and Mr. Jones. I don't need the pre-chord. Thank you. Thank you very much.
When Amy Winehouse sang, she let us in, if we have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, into the heart of what she really was, as a person and as an artist.
She touched all of us that year because she was so what she had been represented as in the tabloids. And we didn't care about any of that. We weren't interested in any of that, and still aren't. It was just brilliant that she came with her spindly little legs and her mental hair and sang her heart out in Kerry for us. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Amy, thanks for talking to us. Thanks for making this trip. I know it was a long journey. So
Actually, having heard what some of you had to do to get here, mine was like a walk in the park, to be honest. All we did was have a 2-hour drive from another airport. At least we got a flight.
Well, you got here and you did the business in there tonight. And thanks, Amy. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
You.
Cheers. Sorry, I went off on one of my chats.
I went off on one.
I don't get to talk to people very often.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wow!
Thank you so much.